of course, your favorite sunburned YouTuber, back in here, broadcasting their schizophrenic ramblings for all to see, for your enjoyment. Now, as you may be seeing, based on the title screen here, we're actually playing a Select Memory Card, the famous video game from, I don't know, 1976. It's little known, it's kind of niche. First appearance on the S-Blank-G channel, there was never an instance of me ever playing this game before, and if you find one, it was generated by your mind and it's already too late, so better just strap in for what's about to come. Now we are gonna select slot 1. Now some of you may be wondering, if you've never played this game before, why is there a save file there? The answer to that, of course, being that there isn't, and there never was. So, how about you don't come here starting your stupid nonsense? It's not nice.
Okay, rolling.
What good side of yours is it? Where I'm from, Baku.
For a dragon's age, we now have 12,000.
We're actually gonna consume the deep lore for the time being. This is actually a reference to the 120% completion.
Now I understand he's found a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
I'll take that question.
Why, that is rather horrific. We have to stop that fellow.
He has been contained in a remote world.
Remote?
The Dragon King. No threat!
Oh, gosh darn it, I messed up the lineup.
Ugly. That does.
See, the dragons are actually in the wrong because they called him names first, so Nasty was well within his right to steal all their treasure and transform them into statues. You see, actually the good guys are the bad guy, and the bad guy who is the good guy. It's a little known fact around these streets. Impeccable execution.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the artisan world. Then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Nasty Nork? I'm going after him.
Dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
That's all my attorney is permitting for me to say. I'm sorry, Spyro, but I'm actually technically not allowed within a 20-foot radius of you. So yeah, unfortunately, you cannot tell any other adult dragons about this encounter that we're having. So yeah, I haven't actually played damn near anything in a hot minute other than geometry tests. I've been just grinding away at that like a madman, expecting a different result of maybe my grinding someday producing fruit. But now for the time being, unfortunately, I have quite little to actually show for it in terms of anything that could be uploaded onto youtube.com, this website at which we are on. Hold on, let's listen to what Delbin has to say.
Where's Nasty Nork? I'll torch him.
Keep your
Shut up, Spyro! Shut up! I hate you!
horn first. Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing? His name is Sparks, and he's helping and protecting you.
Oh, I thought it was a
See what
growth,
I mean?
like Sleepy Salami said. Press that like button if you got that reference, and if you didn't, why, I ought to punch you in the puncher, you scoundrel, you scallywag, you unbearable heathen, you fiend. Now there's actually a little known fact about this game, that if you actually stand on these platforms, they actually support you. You can like, your weight is fully supported by the platforms. The gravity doesn't pull you into the center of the earth, as one would believe. Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing, so I just died here. It was on purpose, I swear. Okay, let's try again. This time less stupid. Get smoked! This brings back memories that my attorney has advised me against, speaking of. So yeah, I'm advising everyone to just disregard what I've said. Okay, get fried, get fried. Get fried. There was 3 to 5 business days of delay within me saying get fried and the participant actually getting fried, but I feel like they got the message in due time. Now, yeah, I'm actually not supposed to be chasing these little guys. But that is unfortunately what is unfolding, which is wasting precious seconds. I gotta be on world record pace still. There's no way I'm still not on world record pace. The any percent world record of this game is actually batshit insane. It's a player by the name of Composer who has last achieved it, and the man is grinding, and I wholeheartedly believe in him. But at this current moment of me streaming this, the title belongs to Composer and the lead is insurmountable. It's just crazy the amount of times the record has been lowered as of recent. Alright, I think I'm gonna win, guys. Make sure to smash that like button if you believe that I can do this. As you can see, the like button actually flashed on your screen, which indicates that you should push it, press it. You better get peer pressure right fucking now. Don't actually press it, this as I told you to. If any of you actually get caught pressing that button just because I told you to press it, I'll consider you too weak to be a viewer of mine. You can be easily swayed, and you have no principles. And I despise you because of that, because you have no spine. You see, I'm always thinking 3 to 5 business days ahead of you guys, keeping all of you on your toes. You don't know where my mind's at right now. In fact, I don't either. I purposely hide information from myself, just to make sure that nothing makes sense in any capacity. It's partially so nobody can call me out on anything I do or say. Let me just go for the chess. It's gonna save me some heartache down the line. Boop, boop, boop. 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 Now, funnily enough, my left stick actually isn't working, so I'm forced to play this with the D-pad, which is something I've already kind of muscle memorized anyway. But the funny thing is that Spyro One specifically doesn't actually benefit from you using the D-pad. That's a 2 and 3 quirk right there, where turning is actually easier with the D-pad. And the unfortunate reality here is that I have no choice in the matter. Like, no matter what I do, I'll be playing with the D-pad anyway, because my joystick simply isn't functioning. Wasn't that some epic gaming? Das ist sehr episk. I wish I could form an actual sentence in German, but I can only make like one-off remarks, which can suffice for comedic effect, but when it comes to actually maintaining a conversation, then again, why would you wanna maintain a conversation in the German language? That just sounds counterintuitive in every way, shape and form. If you're German, make a case for yourself. Prove me wrong, kids. Prove me wrong. Kinda like how Skinner said when he said very clearly that the kids of Springfield Elementary don't have a future. It's kinda comparable to that Simpsons moment. You see, I'm kinda like the cool guy from that one piece of media. I don't know, there was a true line to what I was saying. That's one. I'm lying. There never was. Okay. One thing I really appreciate about this game's lore is the fact that these balloonists are very stuck in their principles. Like, they cannot be swayed. They do not care that the Dragon World is in complete turmoil. They do not let Spyro pass unless he has recovered certain amount of certain item. And that kind of relentlessness
Do that again.
The artisan's boss
is to be
is in the
admired.
portal in the Dragon Mouth.
I'll let the dragon
You
finish
are
now.
not yet ready, Spyro. First, you must
Not
complete
ready.
the other artisan lands.
I think that was literally done just so they kids who play this game for the first time in their lives don't accidentally stumble onto the boss level as their very first experience of this game. And that's very hand-holdy, that's stupid, but 0 out of 5, I hate games. Thomas.
Hey, Spyro, press the jump button.
That voice got me again, I had completely forgotten about it.
Afraid? Of what?
Falling from high mountain peaks, plummeting into prehistoric glaciers.
Oh, that.
It's always a good call to tell somebody to not be afraid and then give them the reason to be afraid. Then again, that's kind of the nature of reverse psychology anyway. You see, you're actually learning while watching me. That's what the S-Blink channel is all about, edutainment. Funnily enough, you're not entertained at all. And you're actually forgetting things as you're watching me. Your brain is slowly deteriorating as a direct result of consuming this content. And I quite frankly find that hilarious. Isn't that heartwarming? Okay, I almost plummeted to my not literal doom, but figurative doom in the sense that my ego would have been wounded. Okay, now let's see. So I'm missing 15, now 13, now 11. So where are the rest? I haven't been to the maze, have I? So let's go to the maze. And right that one, right away. Way! I never realized that I never killed that guy. See kids, that's why it doesn't pay to be pacifist. Just don't even ask questions at any point, just take shots and only ask questions if you're called out for your bad behavior. Okay, entering Stonehill. And it only took us about 12 minutes. I haven't even been alive that long. It's crazy. It's just kind of insane. Like 12 is one of those numbers that are like conceptually very cool, but in actuality they're just way too big for the human mind to actually process. Like it's just insane to fathom that like numbers like that were even named, despite them being inherently useless. Can I nail this again? Almost. Ah, my head. My brain don't work no good no more. Help me, nurse. I'm gonna take a sip of some unspecified liquid.
When you free a dragon or step on one of their platforms, you're saving your progress. That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro.
That sounded accusatory. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro. I don't know how to feel about that. You make me feel some type of way. And I will sue. I can and will sue. So does this take me to the other area, or it's quite frankly where I came from? Ah, isn't early onset dementia a blessing? You get to experience everything repeatedly for the first time. It's so funny when he just runs at a wall and doesn't actually bonk. Just, it's like a treadmill. Okay, so he actually does the little stutter, but I don't think it's class. No, it is a one-frame glide. It's just the quirk here is that you cannot proxy with the one-frame glide in this game. It's way less forgiving in that department, meaning that proxies, well, useful proxies are very hard to actually nail in this game compared to the rest of the trilogy, where you can basically just beat the game by doing one jump. Which isn't that exaggerated. Spyro 2 20% speedrun is literally just a boss rush.
After you freed all the dragons, pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger. It'll take you back to the artisan home. But first, let me tell you a story.
No thanks. See ya.
No thanks, I don't care what old people have to say. Okay, so let's go get the treasure. Ow, my bottom. Baby, my bottom's really big. Okay, Dankeschön. Yeah, it's not like there was anything else to be collected at the bottom of that pit here. No, is that whirlwind? Okay, it is. The whirlwind is indeed.
Watch the
Yeah, I've been-
dragonfly, Spyro. His color indicates his power. When he eats butterflies, he stays strong. Like me.
Sure.
Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. I don't trust that fellow. You're gonna lend him a 20 and you'll never see that money again, Spyro. That's what the dragonfly folks are like, I tell you what. Yeah, sure. Get fried, moron. Get fried, moron. Look at me defeating these enemies. You see, I like to dehumanize them as enemies so I don't have to take responsibility for my downright inhumane actions. Now come here, you wire, you're a headbutt. You in the head, butter. You scoundrel, you scallywag, you. So there still is one dragon in this realm. Let's see what Kildas has to say.
Spyro, my friend.
I was
how
not
are you
expecting that voice.
bet.
For the
You
longest
bet.
glide, press the X button at the top of a jump. And try pressing the triangle button to drop down in mid-flight.
I just lost all immersion when they started talking about buttons. That ruins the game around. This game is dumb. What a shitload of fuck! This game is diarrhea coming out of my dick. This game is an inside-out asshole regurgitating putrid anal fecal matter. Ass! Okay, now come here, fellow. I would like to exchange a couple friendly words with you. Now this, of course, was a trick. You see, I didn't want to talk at all. In fact, I wanted to punch him. I probably butchered that delivery, but that was actually a Dave Chappelle bit. I do not like stealing jokes without, for the very least, giving credit. I don't remember which special it was from. I just remember that it was a Dave Chappelle bit. And that was like basically Norm MacDonald here, right there. Brilliant joke. A brilliant hoke. Very funny. When I put on that excess effects, and it genuinely sounds like I'm being ironic about it, but I assure you that I found it. Now, am I helping my case here? Absolutely not. In fact, while my attorney is still being paid, he has more or less disowned the case by now. Constantly telling me to settle. But my dad raised a fighter. Came home wearing boxing gloves. Hey Junior, come here. Not again. Now I'm missing 9 gems and I cannot exactly pinpoint their locations. I have several theories, but none actually waterproof ones. Huh. Now there are some strange little holes here, and in fact I have located one of them. So 2 greens, 4 reds, 1 red, 1 green. These are just some of the potential combinations. Regardless, I'm thinking we're dealing with 2 gems here. And or 1 location of gems. It's just up to me to locate that location. Now, can it be called a location if you cannot actually locate it? I leave you to ponder that while I look for the goddamn gems. Yeah, I didn't need a brain anyway. It's kinda overrated inherently. It's complete mush. His skull is just dust at this point. I mean, I've kind of said it multiple times, but by the time Spyro 3 rolls around, there's not a single coherent thought going through Spyro's head. I just wanted to see how the collision worked. I didn't know it was that easy to do that. It's probably hard to do it fast, like in a way where it actually aids in your speedrun. But just doing it isn't particularly difficult, it would seem. One red. Oh, I wanted more. $20? I wanted a peanut. $20 can buy many peanuts. Okay, I'm definitely starting to run out of ideas here. That was a cool little bounce. I assume it was a proxy, but that would be jumping to conclusions that I don't have the mental wherewithal to jump to. Well, I have the mental wherewithal, but I don't have the grounds to jump to them. And I think having the grounds is just as important as having the mental wherewithal. I don't even know how you spell that, so I cannot really enunciate it. Is there an H in the wherewithal? Because that really strikes me as a non-H word. So I do have the dragons. I'm missing 3 gems. And based on the fact that I found a red one, it means that there are still a minimum of, actually a maximum and a minimum of 3 or 2 individual specs to collect that make up the 3 gems. And my head, no. Ow. So I probably haven't done a proper scan of this overall starting area here. Also just in case, because that's hella a me move. I would totally do that move. No, it doesn't seem like the starting area is a candidate. It's been one of those days. Ow, my leg. That whirlwind sound is so abrupt, it's actually scaring me. I didn't know I glowed this much. I knew I was white, but hot damn. It really contrasts. Okay, away we go. It really contrasts with my redness. See, I'm actually burning. Well, not currently, but just like I'm a little tanned, maybe even to the degree of slightly sunburned. Although it's not like I'm not in pain, so I highly doubt it's like full-blown sunburn. But a tan, for the very least, I have. Now let's just say I don't like the way I look with the tan. I know it's like every white person's dream, but I'm kind of betraying my own kind by differing in this department. Okay, yeah, down we go. Never in any danger to begin with, so... Can we all agree that it... Oh, hello. Yeah, sure, save the game, I don't care. Okay, now I would like to locate these supposed gems. Ladies and gentlemen of the supposed jury. I really love the Chewbacca defense bit, it's hilarious. I'm not gonna recite it because I wouldn't do it justice. Just Google South Park Chewbacca defense. Then Google something highly incriminating. Would be funny. Those are just particles from the vortex. There was no reason for those sheep to die. Like there was no inherent agenda here. It really was just for fun, not for. It was strictly recreational, not monetary. By God, I've wasted 10 minutes in this gosh darn level looking for 3 gems. How much can you scrape the bottom of the barrel? There's not gonna be a bottom of a barrel with all the scraping I'm doing. It's gonna be just one hollow tube by the time I'm done with it. No. I got hopeful secretly, but it was just a pillar. It really looked like a chest. I'm just gonna do these little stutter jumps to keep myself sane. Really, somebody likes me. My mom thinks I'm handsome. Yeah, I've never actually said that in my life. I don't know where you get this from. I don't know, there's just something so inherently funny about the idea of somebody using them, but at least my mom likes me, and the mom actually distancing themselves like, yeah, you're putting words into my mouth right now, buddy. It's just a funny concept for a bit. And we all know that the concept for a bit described is actually funnier than an execution of the actual bit. That's just an inherent rule of comedy. I don't make the rules. I just enforce them and enjoy every step of the way. That was really startling. Especially because this music is way louder than the Stonehill. Yeah, you're breaking my eardrums here, Paco. What is it, Under the Sea? Is this the PAL exclusive High Caves theme, or am I brain dead? Watching the makings of a psychopath and you laugh for the bad and laugh the bad. I'm not gonna finish that verse because it involves the N-word in it. And I don't like the N-word. Is this what a stroke feels like? The game is mocking me by changing the goddamn tune. I never thought I would struggle this much finding the gems. And by God, I am willing to sacrifice the quality of the stream just to look for them. And no one can stop me. Okay, so let's really check out this ground level here. First, the outer circle. Keep me eyes open just in case the gym pops up. Okay, now the inner circle. Make sure to have a tight-knit inner circle of rounds. Okay. It really doesn't appear to be as if the gems would exist in this particular realm of reality. So let's check the upper one now. Again. I really don't like these slopes. They hide any would-be gems. Kinda force me to run zigzag. This is a matter of ego at this point. Like, I don't even care about the 120%, I just care about my ego not being wounded. Okay, I think I've checked that about 10,000 times by now. Now, I for one cannot count, but I'm pretty sure it was 10,000. Watching the light drain from a man's eyes. This is what no gems does to a fella. It's really cursed to hear the alternate music. And it's really rubbing it in that, hey buddy, you suck at this game. Oh, I don't suck at this game, you really not to be so mean about it. Or maybe that's just a meaning I'm assigning to this arbitrary piece of auditory media. Now what I would like to know is, where are the goddamn gems I'm looking for? That was a beautiful little multiple frame glide I did out of that charge. Impeccable indeed. Do I need to make some kind of a checklist of places I've been to on this eternal chase of parental confusion? I feel like it would be a humiliation to check here again, yet it's not as if I'm entirely opposed to the idea. See, this is that A-grade content you're getting when you click on the @G channel. This is what you signed up for, and now you're gonna bear the consequences. Everyone clicks off. Huh, guess they did bear. I'm gonna take a sip of liquid as I ponder that. Microbots that control me brain. So it's really turning out that this upper area is the most likely candidate for the location. It's just that at this point I really feel like the game is gaslighting me. But that's what the entire Spyro pantheon is about now, isn't it? Nope. Just running zigzag in the faint hope of my efforts being rewarded. Then again, isn't that just a metaphor for life? The endless pursuit of glory. Watching the makings of a psychopath and you think you laugh before. I need to stop breaking into song every 2 seconds. It's my marriage counselor has a... I'm dropping every bit I'm doing. I found the goddamn gems and now we're gonna exit through the vortex in the pursuit of unlocking Toasty. Come on, Toasty, you gotta learn to let people in, man. You're tearing this family apart. Good taste and good for you. It actually isn't. Your brain is gonna be so fried by the end of that glass. Yes, your brain specifically, not mine. I would like the contents of this here crate, please. Yeah, Artisans is 100%. There's no agenda for me to actually go after these little fellows who are actively running away from me, making Spyro the aggressor. See, there's this theory floating around that in this kid's piece of media, the good guy is actually the bad guy, and the bad guy is actually the good guy, also in a coma. And the entire thing's a metaphor for depression. I tried you. I feel like that was a fair exchange. I disclosed what I was gonna do, and then I followed through with it. Hello, Adam. Did not mean to skip that, but Whatever that dragon's name was, he didn't get to speak his mind. Under no circumstances. Kid smoke, Nork. That really sounds like a slur. I love Spyro. Spyro is genuinely one of my favorite pieces of audiovisual media ever. Just a trilogy in general. I specifically love 3 the most. But 1 always will have a special place in my heart. You know, return to roots, so to say. And I'm definitely in the minority in liking 3. People tend to prefer 2 the most. 2 is like the popular pick for the favorite game in the trilogy. How is weather in Finland? It's actually been very sunny as of recent. Like, not quite boiling hot temperatures, but like barely a cloud in the sky. And as you may be able to see, I am sunburnt. My Nordic ass isn't used to this kind of treatment. Weren't you from Britain? Or am I misremembering that? Adam. Turtle is one of my favorite levels in Spyro. It's a 5.5. And it's definitely a popular pick too. I feel like Wizard Peak is the #1 pick for everyone's favorite in this game.
Spyro, want to know a secret? Use the triangle button when you want to zoom in and look around.
Oh, your secret's safe with me.
I'm taking that to the grave. In fact, I already forgot it. Did I get the key? I did get the key. How remarkable indeed. I do not remember quite the exact placements of everything in this game, but I have been in this game like 7,000 times, aka once in my entire life. Suffering from lack of sleep at the moment. That's not good. Yeah, I'm in Great Britain. Okay, I apparently do have a memory. It's very good of me. I mean, it's worse when you like misassign facts about people to the wrong people. Especially when you misremember names and point them, like, people tend to laugh about it, but it still feels bad. This level looks... Yeah, the one thing I will give Reignited is the fact that the graphics are improved overall. Like, the game is more beautiful. I tend to prefer the original's controls. I tend to prefer just overall how the original plays, as well as most of the soundtracks. There are some individual exceptions to that, but I generally, as a rule of thumb, prefer the original soundtrack. But I can appreciate Reignited, especially in the few places it does improve the aesthetic of the overall feel. Now the weird thing is that they gave everything teeth in Reignited, especially the pandas in Bamboo Terrace. They have teeth. I don't know if I like it. I would much prefer if the pandas couldn't chew anything they ate.
Big
Forced to
enemies
eat
like
liquids.
this Gnorc with the club cannot be
Gnork
charmed.
with the club.
But a quick flame,
With the club.
that should defeat them.
This Gnork with the club. Yeah, fine, save the game. Just leave me alone. I'm trying to rob these places of their resources. Was that actually the last gem? Why, I'm a collector at heart. There's no inherent reason to use the vortex a second time, because I've already unlocked Toasty. But it was right there, and I was enticed. I'm very easily peer pressured. But yeah, Dark Hollow is a vibe, especially in Reignited. They also, I think overall that Beastmaker's homeworld was improved. It definitely feels more like a swamp in Reignited, whereas in this game it feels like the seventh circle of hell, the dark void, the inside of a black hole. Mainly due to the skybox. I still had Town Square to do as well. Neighborhood pitbull coming in for a brawl. You come here, you warrior, you gotta... Damn Get smoked, loser. I'm winning. Your Honor, with all due respect, I did assume that canines were immune to fire. So I don't think I'm inherently in the wrong. Ow. Mainly my ego was hurt, but also my spine. I don't think it works right no more. Okay, you get off of me, you stupid dog. Ah, look at me. Look at me wrecking mayhem. Wreaking havoc. How dare you? I haven't killed that many of your kind. There you go, Bucko. What business of yours is it where I'm from, Bucko? I don't know why that line in particular has become such a brainworm for me. But some thoughts you just cannot get rid of. I once again want to highlight this gag here.
Nasty Nork has put one of his most devious henchmen in charge of the artisan world.
Bring 'em on. I think I smell a barbecue.
Be careful, Spyro. This boss has many tricks up his sleeve.
Just the whole idea of it being built up as this. Oh, this villain is very devious. You are sure to die. And then it's just a. Then it's just a sheep on wooden legs. Ow. Now, you shouldn't do it to somebody you love. And I did quite frankly forget that the sheep peeked from behind it. Okay, I'm gonna play it less aggressively this time. Says the most aggressive man on planet Earth. Apparently I just ran headfirst into conflict and still survived. Okay, now let's see. Oh, I forgot I'm sparkless. Okay, we can leave. Goodbye, world. And that was intentionally worded like that, mainly for comedic effect. Come to you, wire, you're a fry you in the fryer. See, this time I actually have an inherent motive, or an external motivation for mayhem, for evil deeds. Good, I guess I'm going to town square. Okay. I'm gonna take another sip for all the families we've managed to tear apart over the course of this stream. Give me the check, don't be a hero now. Dankeschön. Well, let's see what Niels has to say.
Welcome to Town Square, Spyro.
Oh, the track jump
Begin
forward.
exploring by gliding
Mainly
to
because
that
it's an
area with the bull.
audio
Use
track.
the L2 and R2 buttons to get
I
a
still
good
like
look.
how he lift up his hands. Use the L2 and R2 button. No, that ox really wants me dead. But they're not getting me dead. I don't know if they actually come back from that state of being immobilized. I just know that you get only one gem for frying them once, even though they take 2 hits to die. And the weird thing being that you get it on the first hit, and not the second one, in which they actually disappear from the realm of the living. Oh, sorry, I'm a YouTuber, I gotta say, unalive. Grr, I hate that guy. I am going to unalive him. See, it's okay to say that because I didn't actually say any of the blacklisted words. Devlin.
Thanks, Spyro. I had the worst itch on the tip of my wing. Oh, did you know
I
that you get your
didn't think he
longest
was gonna
flies
say
by pressing
wing.
X at the
Let's just say
very
that.
top of your jump?
Tip of my wing. And if you don't understand what word I was thinking of, then you are too young. I'm sorry, fellow. But you're gonna have to be put down. I don't make the rules. I just enforce them with glee. Okay, so I'm gonna take down the... deal with the thief shenanigans first. And only then focus on other problems. Okay, well that would have been kinda cool, you have to admit. Had that actually worked. Screw you, you can keep the egg, I don't even... See, I don't actually like kids. Yeah, let me get the dragon. Okay, that was a nice little bounce. A dead body proxy, if you will.
for releasing me.
Some of the voices just get me for no reason. Thank you for releasing me. Give me the chance to be a hero now. Okay, now. Oh, you have shorted me for the last time, you heathen, you fiend. Why, I'm gonna punch you in the puncher. You scoundrel, you scallywag, you. I don't know how long I can keep this shtick up before I myself start finding it unfunny. See, I know everyone and their mother has already started finding it unfunny. Except for me, and I'm not gonna stop. Get smoked. Ow, my head. I love the grunt they do when they die. Ow. Allebach.
Spyro, did you see a man dressed in blue running around here?
That's
He's a
the
thief,
tutorial.
and he's stolen a dragon egg. You've got to track him down and get that egg. Run! Run! I'm getting a little winded.
Kill him! Ah! Now, who doesn't like a good call to action? Now, I do believe I have missed some gyms up here specifically. What do you know? My assertion was in fact correct. Okay, word. Hold on. No dragons were leaving. And a sip of victory to boot. Now let's see what we have done so far. Homowi, Stone Hill, Dark Hollow Town. There's no room for any other items on that list. I can live with a good conscience. The balloonist who is very stuck in his principles will finally let us proceed. Blah. Marco the balloonist. I'm not gonna give him a voice. Screw you guys. Why isn't he voiced? In Reignited they did dub him and everything. This game sucks. What were they thinking? What a shitload of fuck. Okay, let's see. Titan.
Welcome to Peacekeeper, Spyro. Look how our treasure has been turned against us and stolen. Recover our treasure, Spyro.
Collect treasure. Got it.
Spyro. This year-long conflict is up to you to stop. Got it, boss! Now don't you point a firearm at me, you. I see what you're trying to do and I don't appreciate it. Now what have we said about this kind of behavior? This is why you keep getting bad grades. They have a particularly long dying animation. They also moon you, and that's not nice. You shouldn't do that to somebody you love. Dry Canyon. Get smoked, cactus. I cannot hit that octave. I apparently hit the spring chest on my Wii. See, I wasn't concussed for completely no reason. Sleeping on the job, and what did that cost you? Oh, there's another one of these little fellows. Yeah, come here, you. I gotta punch you in the puncher. Something along those lines. You get the shtick by now. It's mainly a formality at this point. Ha! Get smoked! Okay, my Sparks is yellow. That's actually a sign of dehydration if your Sparks is yellow. Like, you should strive to have a clear Sparks. Conan.
Thank you for releasing me.
I'm not gonna make the same joke I made last time. Just imagine that I made it and that it was funny. Yeah, let's take the lower path to boot. Come on, give me the gem, buddy. Is this a through tunnel? No, it is not. Now let's take the high up path. Oh, that actually leads to this area. Okay, yeah, I didn't want that gem anyway. It's a waste of time anyway. See, I'm on my grind. Boop, boop, boop. I've never called any extra attention to the fact that he's using one of the birds to attack you. That's all animals are good for anyway. Screw those guys. If you cannot use your pet as a blunt object to hit somebody over the head with,
Is that you,
what
Spyro?
purpose does that freeloader
You're the
serve?
dragon I've been hearing so much about. Ever since you're a wee puff of smoke, we've known,
You've known?
I forget.
You youngins, you good for nothing scrum, I tell you what. Okay, that was a very wholehearted attempt. Ow. Okay, now you're being very mean right now. Now granted, I may have fried your kind, but that doesn't excuse you being a meanie. Now I'm not gonna fall for the trap of gliding to the treasure chest when I don't have the key. That would be rather foolish of me. And I am not foolish. Ow. I thought I would bonk, that's why I preemptively said ow. But that's what I get for jumping to conclusions. Now I am actually sparkless. Sparks. Why is it so hard to enunciate that? Okay, we're gonna pad our playtime just a little bit. 3 to 5 business days it takes me to make.
Rewards good gliders. You are a good glider, eh, Spyro?
I was born to glide.
You are a good glider, aren't you, Spyro? Now where can I find some fodder? Hey buddy. No, sorry, I was a little overly excited. Now, a little known fact about Spyro the Dragon is the fact that if you glide off of this particular ledge here,
Incredible.
incredible glide, Spyro. I thought...
He sounded a lot like Jack Black. And I'm triggered by it, I don't wanna hear that. There actually was no inherent motive for me to skip that dragon. See, I'm the most terrifying type of villain, the one who has no agenda. Now where can I find some fire? Okay, blue sparks will do. Because I'm ballsy. You cannot stop me, you fool, you. Stupid. Why do you feel compelled to do these kinds of things? Don't you realize that you're the one tearing this family apart? Is that a gem, or am I just going absolutely psychotic? Some from column A, some from column B. Mainly from column B, because I'm seeing things. Now granted, seeing things could also be just a regular symptom of not being visually impaired. But I'd really need to know some additional context in order to properly diagnose you. It would be a little boring if I actually learned now, wouldn't it? Now come here, you warrior. Okay, dankeschön. Okay, I so far haven't actually gone to the place that features that. What did I just break? Or was that an extremely delayed sound effect for the fan chest? See, now the game is gaslighting me and I don't like that. Now I'm the one who's supposed to do the gaslighting that makes you question your sense of reality. So I gotta go to the area I already was at but then backed out of. An operation that which will take me 3 to 5 business days to actually accomplish. And as we all know, I haven't even been alive that long. Who am I kidding? Ain't nobody understanding my batshit insane inside jokes. Now you will always be a first-time viewer if you have dementia. Okay, yeah, I didn't even want to stand on that platform anyway, it was stupid. Now can I use this as... okay, yeah. Yes please, let's save. Get him saved! Okay, well that did actually help me a little bit. Doing that arbitrary glide. Which in the name of... nihilism, isn't all glides arbitrary? So the enemies apparently... okay, they do come back. Oh. See, some of the enemies didn't appear to come back. I'm rather puzzled by this fact. Okay. Ow. My ego. I think you can come back here very easily, meaning that that little platform with some gems there isn't in need of my immediate attention. Never mind, I cannot actually return directly up there. So I do actually have to go all the way around the level. It's kind of dumb. Look at me multitasking and failing every task, which then results in me having to do every task one at a time, thus defeating the entire purpose of multitasking in the first place. ADHD. Makes no sense. Yet my brain insists. Now, can you make it from here? You probably can make it from here. Okay, famous last words. That implies that I die from failing that. Ah! I am not to be pushed down by the one-up chest. And I'm very much so aware that Nintendo came up with the phrase one-up, thus making it kind of a dumpster situation where I'm using the name of a, not necessarily a pattern, but basically the name of something specific to encompass all that the specific name captures. Kinda like how dumpster, the brand, is used to describe all huge trash cans of its kind. Clifftown. Yeah, let's go to Clifftown, screw it. Entering Clifftown. What a tasty sip indeed. Ah, you wish to duel me? A battle it is. And it appears that I am victorious. You have failed. That's how my mom made me play with the neighbor's kid. Joke being that I was the weird neighbor's kid. I actually wasn't, I was rather normal. See, when you're on the spectrum as a kid, things tend to be pretty normal, but then as you grow up, suddenly it becomes weird to fight your fellow kids, attack the 8-year-olds at a birthday party. Did someone invite this guy?
How's a dragon supposed to flame metal armor anyway?
Remember,
Spyro, you stupid
Blade
fuck!
won't
Haven't we
harm
taught you anything?
But charging with your horns, that should do the trick.
Ah, thank you for the tip. I have become learned. Yeah, I'm not even gonna give anything the chance to humiliate me. I did, however, nail that, apparently. Ow. Ah, I got my revenge. Who's laughing now? Apparently I missed some gems, so I actually have 2 reasons to come here besides the father. Besides the inflicting of pain onto unsuspecting individuals. Okay, give me the chest now. Don't be a hero, buddy. I'm not even gonna try to make the wall glide to that place. I'm just gonna do the intended route. Is there stuff down here? No, there is no stuff. Ah, my nose. My nose is itchy. You know what? Just conspicuously 2 blue gems lying around in the most arbitrary spot you could ever imagine. Well, I'm not complaining. As I actually found them. It wasn't a case of me looking for them for the past 10 years. Speaking of which, do not look at the start of the stream, you. There's nothing to see there. Ow. And she almost did it again. Until I foiled her plan with a delightfully devilish plan of my own. Murder. Just outright manslaughter. I mean, isn't that like... I don't remember which one exactly, but it was some crime movie. Specifically about organized crime, where it was like everyone talked about the main character as if they were the most cunning man alive, and it was just they pulled out a gun every time things didn't go their way, and that was their cunningness in action. Which sounds like my kind of reasoning why I relate to this fellow, whatever their name is. Hello, Dragon. Enzo. That's not a name.
Hey, what's on the other side of that river?
Why don't you glide there and find out?
I don't know, dumbass. What's on the other side of your stupid face? Certainly not a brain. See, that would have been a much better line. They should have fired me in the for the writing team of this particular piece of audiovisual media. Hello. Don't mind me, I'm just here for your head. A sentence that which can be interpreted sexually, if you are so inclined. And I quite frankly am. So I will be giggling. Ah, get fried, moron. One bird at a time. Now, one of them actually did become an aggressor, making my life just a tad easier. Because I don't have any moral qualms about killing him. Now, as for the others, I have no idea how I'm gonna live with myself.
You've reached the highest point in Clifftown. You can get to almost anywhere from here. If I were you, I'd use that whirlwind there.
Thank you, Marco. Your advice has gone on completely deaf ears. I have no idea what you even said. Now, apparently I missed some gems down here. And I am not quite stupid enough to go out of my way to land down there to get them specifically. But I will, however, do the walk of shame to get them now. You see, you gotta be efficient with your shame. Reminds me of the one somebody posted, I don't even remember where they posted it, but basically just a description of how they were at work, and somebody was crying at their desk, and then a phone alarm went off and they just stopped crying and went straight back to work. It's called time management, somebody replied to them. And I wish I could give credit. Sorry, Link. I can't give credit. Okay, so those are still a concern of mine. Now, can you make the distance from up here, is the question. I'm not gonna risk the humiliation, so I'll go here. Now, are those gonna be the final gems? Vote now in the comments below! Ah, das ist sehr episch. And we are done with Clifftown. Returning home Maui. Now I don't know which one of these fools I have unloaded my wrath onto already. So some of you are gonna be caught catching some strays. Hello, Magnus.
Hi, Spyro.
Let me just...
Sparks the Dragonfly has been doing a good job protecting you.
Yeah, I don't need any credit or anything.
Lots of butterflies.
That guy taps his stomach in, or really smacks his stomach in the reignited version, and I quite frankly don't know how to feel about that. Especially when it makes a bouncy sound. Boom. Okay. 1, 2, and okay, apparently I couldn't do that in only 3 shots. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Ah, thank you very much. Okay, into the pit with us. Delaying the inevitable. Spyro died, end of story. Thumbs up if you guessed that reference. Only real fans of Aspelange Incorporated will donate each and every single penny of their life savings to me. Do it. Do it. Don't you moon me, you evil fiend. Something, why I gotta punch you in the puncher and such. I'm really short-circuiting the process here. I'm outsourcing my death threats. Now, where was the thief? It was here. Hey, buddy. And the key was also here. Gunnar.
Well done, Spyro. Keep up the good work, and I know you'll fulfill your destiny.
Destiny? I just want to kick some...
Just toast those enemies and collect the treasure.
Just do what you're told and shut the fuck up! God damn it with you, Spyro, and your snarky remarks. I'm writing fan fiction about this game's dialogue as we speak. Now am I gonna have to do an entire walk of shame for those remaining gems? Yeah, this is rather hilarious. Well, might as well commit to the bit. Sorry, I'm too busy dying. Impending death, if you will. Okay, thank you for your financial contribution. And we're done with the home world. I'm not gonna go mess up Dr. Shem's entire day just yet. I'm gonna show some restraint in this department. So, Dry Canyon Cliff Town. Screw it, Ice Cavern time. Total 2000? Why, I haven't even been alive that long. Anybody asking about the coherence of the bits? There never was any. We're here for coherence. I don't think we're gonna get along, buddy. Take it from me, kid. When you stop looking for coherence, is when you'll find it. Ow, my head. Why would you do that to somebody you would call a friend? We've been through this, you. This is why people are scared of you.
A word of caution, little one. Wait until you grow big, like me, before
Like
charging
me.
those large enemies.
Describing basically just threatening people to pay off their debts. You gotta charge these larger enemies at your size. They will fight back. See, look at the gleeful little kid. Trying to have a snowball fight with somebody and getting punished by it. Getting punished for it. Isn't that what the Spyro game is all about? Endless supply of pain to everyone who just so happens to be in the way of achieving my goals. I'm not foolish enough to charge it from that side. Okay, apparently there's absolutely no blowback. No consequences for my evil deeds. Kinda like if you delete your save file after doing a genocide run in Undertale.
Armor. And in the ice cave, armor can make their feet very slippery.
I have no idea what you just said to me, old man. That would have made it way funnier if he had said that. And trust me, I know comedy when I see it. I actually have a first-hand experience of writing a comedy, you see. I actually got a top-rated post in 2-sentence comedy once. And I'm a mod there, so I decide what's funny and what's not. So like, I have inherent authority on this matter. Okay, yeah, I didn't even want that particular grade. Let's go get the key. Well, first, let's inflict some suffering onto these evil creatures. I think you can walk back that path with relative ease. Which does compel me to go for the key right away. Now, hopefully I do not make a fool of myself. Says the man who has been making a fool of himself with his foolish remarks this entire time. No, but if you're self-aware, you can get away with literally anything. That's a rule. Okay, gems have been acquired. Oh no, impending assault. Screw you, dragon, rescue your damn self. Ow, my head. And ego for that matter. Okay, so this is the coveted 3-up spot. Look at me watering down the trademark of 1-up.
Thank you for releasing me.
Well, you had a lot to say now, didn't you, buddy? I feel like such an evolved person as a result of consuming that information that which you provided me. Ha, funny. He died. Horrible death. Now come here, you warrior. You're the charge. You in the charger. Apparently I ended up flaming them instead. Ah, death is death. Ignacio Varga, today you are going to die. But there are good deaths, and there are bad deaths. Okay, yeah, well, let me just miss everything that which I aim for. Are you trying to pull a fast one on me? Hey, come here, you. This talking to isn't anywhere near over. The fool fell for it. See, I wasn't trying to talk at all. I just stole that exact same joke again. Joke theft becomes okay if you water it down enough. Where it doesn't make any sense at all. Or anymore is the better adverb in this instance. hello. Don't mind me, I'm just here to collect taxes. Now, can I have the crate, please? Yeah, there's a treasure chest.
You've done well, Spyro. Some dragons thought you weren't ready, but I knew they were wrong.
I'm ready, all right.
Ready for what?
Guess I was wrong. Can't believe I bet on you, dumbass. Now, where is the route back to the start? First of all, let's try to differentiate my ass from my head and find the vortex, which I just did before I could finish that sentence fully. I don't think this actually is it. This isn't. Indeed. Andor. Is it from Andorra?
Thank you for releasing
Andorra's box. Hey man. Okay. Now 30 is a nice little even number. So I'm assuming that describes the innards of this particular locked chest here. I was gonna make the locked chest monster joke, but I showed restraint this time around. And we are done. Good times were half trial, I'm pooped. $2040? That's actually my birth year. It's a crazy coincidence. Oh. Let's do the flight first, before we inflict pain onto Dr. Shemp. Dr. Shemp, if that is your real name. In fact, I don't even think you're a doctor. Ah, my nose is very itchy. Sure, let me do the chests. Now, hopefully I am not a fool. I don't want to embarrass myself in front of all my YouTube viewers. They're gonna bully me again. Gonna give me a wedgie and call me stupid shithead. This is very hurtful because my head isn't actually made of shit. Now, as for the stupid remark, my attorney has advised me not to even bring it up in the first place. Look at me taking the intended route like a good boy. Toe the line. Now don't you start blaring an alarm. Now it did take me 3 to 5 business days to actually reach the light. No, I do not wish to try again. Thank you very much for the generous offer, though it hasn't gone unnoted. Okay, and now Dr. Shemp. With actually my favorite skybox in the entire game, if not the entire trilogy. Just look at this. Well, how beautiful indeed. Sorry, I was enticed by money. that was a... That was an effort indeed. Ah, look at me delivering on that epic double. How skillful of me. Why, no, apparently you're just... Well, I may have lost sparks, but I did gain a little bit of money from the exchange. So who's the real winner here? Now, is there a father in here? I highly doubt. Are we gonna be sparkless for the foreseeable future? Because that would be rather cringe. As the kids would say. Hello, Trondo.
This guy thinks he's so cool. You don't know what it's been like listening to him over and over. But I'll tell you one thing. He should watch his back.
I don't know, that sounds like envy to me. Like, I feel like you're projecting this idea of him thinking he's so cool onto him based on your own shortcomings. Yeah, I've been saying the good guys are the bad guys and bad guys are the good guys this entire time. I'm a day one. Hello. And I am in complete denial about the lack of fodder here. Okay. So this is an existential nightmare indeed, and we are to collect all the remaining treasure by our damn self. How cringe indeed. No, come here, you water, Ow. I have been flattened. Bucko, can you stop being such an aggressor? Just let me rob you. You're tearing this family apart. Ow. Ow, my ego. Why does it take 3 to 5 business days for Spyros to turn his fat ass around? Thank you. See, it's not my fault, it's everybody but my fault. Hey man, it's me again. I had a faint memory of that attack. I wish I could hit that note. But I'm a Baz. And as we know, a Baz cannot talk. It is the sea life for me. Okay. Can I menu, please? Can I please menu? That's funny. Thumbs up if you get that joke. Okay, now to restock on fodder. Come here, you warrior, you're gonna punch you in the puncher. You stupid fuck. See, I'm actually an adult now, so I feel like I gotta be more edgy. Yeah, let's go. Bucko. Magic crafters. It's actually the correct pronunciation of that word. It's a little known fact around these streets. Magique. Craftos. That's not even an accent at this point. That's literally just me butchering the word for the sake of butchering the word. Okay, he's dead. Our nightmares are over. The man is gone. Hey man. Ow. And now to release this dragon. See, monetary concerns take top priority.
Release. And recover the eggs from those pesky blue thieves.
Why does their color matter? Why is the color an important factor? Why did you feel the need to highlight it? Okay, I have acquired gem. Hold on, is this possible? I kind of didn't expect that to be possible. Okay, I have been the aggressor. Successfully indeed. Come on, man, why are you laughing? Is there something on my face? Sorry, it's allergy season. Sometimes I sneeze and fire comes out. It's not my fault. Xantor.
When you see arrows like these, you can charge along with them to begin a supercharge.
Supercharge? Excellent.
Go ahead,
Supercharge?
try it.
That sounds fucking stupid. Okay, I did not get the double kill. How shameful of me indeed. Okay, into the water we go. Now this almost wasn't a humiliation to the exact degree that it... No, I am angry. Now the funny thing about this particular pink one here is the fact that it's actually one of the spring chests in the entire game. Yeah, I bet you didn't know that fact. Yeah, I deserve to drown for that joke, do I? So I think I killed the right one last time. Apparently I was wrong about that remark, so die. See, I'm equal. Dead for everyone. I don't think there was any inherent reason to me doing this. Other than the pursuit of evil. No, I do not wish to visit Lizard Peak at this time. Ah, a little deep. I shall water my throat. Hey man. Sure, let's do Crystal Flight. It's not like I have any... I'm preoccupied at this moment in any way, shape or form. In any conceivable way. If it's something you can conceive, it's not the way. Okay, yeah. I'm not even gonna acknowledge that as something that happened. Okay. Okay, epic. Let me take a detour. I think there's actually a separate starting point with them, so I took the detour for no reason, and I think I screwed myself out of a victory here. The Spyro G channel isn't about facts and logic. Yeah, I don't think there's a way in hell for me to win no more. Especially because I screwed myself by taking that chest at one point. I think the planes are next and I... Not my fault! It's your fault for not warning me! You're enabling me by not saying anything and that's your fault. Don't you siren me, you fool. Okay, I'm starting to think this isn't the most efficient method of coming victorious here. So the planes fly in that direction. But I don't know what they're even flying around in particular. Should I just prioritize them? Prioritize? That's a word. Okay. Well, I'll see you in 3 to 5 business days, I suppose. Okay. Yeah, let's not even bother with that arch. I'm gonna mess up the path anyway. It's gonna confuse me later down the line when that arch isn't there. We're just taking a little stroll here. One individual step at a time. Now here's a trick question. Does the final plane exist? Hey man. Are you? That's just an existential act. I don't know what word I'm even trying to say here. There's no rhyme or reason to any of this. I'm just saying words and hoping something sticks. The entire Spyro G is actually Spyro G project is actually just that. Test regarding the infinite monkey theorem. And all the possible combinations I'm saying are just random, completely randomly generated with no rhyme or reason. Okay, I have located the circles apparently. Now will this yield me any profit? Is a quandary in its own right. Okay, well, isn't that just funny? Okay, let me get this first. And if I see a plane at any point, I am becoming an aggressor. Okay. Apparently that's a thing that can happen to a human being. Hey man. Hey man. You should do one of these flight levels in real life. It's a good way to pass the time. Just find real life airplanes and shoot them down. Yes, I got all the points. Hey man. Now can this be done by a human being? Or is this not RTA viable? And I am become victorious. Dankeschön. Das ist sehr cool. Adjusting my seat. Okay, hello Boldar.
This portal leads to a special place where you can learn to fly. I remember when I was a young dragon, earning my wings.
Learn to fly. Got it.
That was the only bit of contact that Dragon was provided and Spyro just took it all away. Dude, I don't care what you have to say. Hey man. I'll come back here later. I want the key to the treasure chest, preferably. Okay, I almost actually acquired it. Now, how did he get out of that completely blindfolded? He must be cheating. I knew you were a fake this entire time, but I was trying to convince myself. No, I do not wish to. He deserved that. He humiliated me, and that is punishable. Okay, well that was very, very well executed. Jovial, one might say. Look at that guy running away as if I'm actually thinking of chasing him for his stupid little soul orb. That's exactly how internet trolls are. Yeah, I totally annoyed everyone. Dude, no one even knows you exist. Look at me getting revenge on the society that shunned me. Isn't that literally what Professor Chaos is? Like the entire joke behind that character in the earlier seasons? In the later seasons he did actually get into some mischief. Like literally spreading misinformation about the superhero kids on Facebook. But in the earlier seasons that was definitely just a very simple gag. Okay, and now let's do the levels. You've been here for like 3 hours. But that doth not matter to me. Can I get the light level up somehow? Hold on. I have a fix for this predicament. Ah, good lighting. And I have become blind. $3,600. I have nothing to say about that number. It's not significant to me in any way, shape, or form. What was that sound? I will give you that. That was very tactical. Nice try, Moran. But you are not a quarter of the fighter that previous druid was. You don't even need to do any fighting. I'll neutralize the threat myself. Die. got on this staircase very late into that cycle, and I still won, so what's your excuse, buddy?
Spyro, you're not afraid of those big, noisy, gigantic, awful beasts, are you?
Of course not.
I didn't think so.
I didn't think so. I would never assume that. Is there something atop this side of the arch? No. Now I quite frankly don't think I'm gonna make it into the pit with us. Now isn't that the name of one of the fried rice at Denny's games? Spyro the Dragon, that is. See, I knew you would do that. Ha, you didn't beat me, you fool. See, these ones don't commit to the pit to the same degree as that one druid who just pointed and laughed at me despite me being on the same side of the wall as he was. These ones don't have any principles. I have no appreciation for such stupidity, such foolishness. Come here, you. Don't be a hero now. Ow! There's quite the contrast between the scream of absolute terror and then the expression of pain they end up doing. It's like maybe the fear of pain is worse than the actual pain. It's okay. Into the void with us. Down we go. Okay, I was a little worried, admittedly. Hey man. Now, did I just miss out on the cave?
Oh, thank you for releasing me.
The voice actor got his cue to talk. Halfway through that recording. So now. Okay. Is it a sport? Is this somehow incentivized to me in my brain? In my brain of brains? Or was I just dropped on my head one too many times and now my brain don't work no good no more on account of constant bonkage. Bonkage? You mean the sexting? Come here, you. Hey man. Sorry, I'm a little allergic today. I'm sneezing a lot. Hop, hop, hop. Hey man.
Great work, Spyro. If you keep this up, you'll learn all the tricks of the Magic Crafter world.
I actually didn't skip that, it literally just cut off right there. No trickery villain soup. Okay, I almost messed that up just by a little bit. See, I'm actually using it's this well-known, it's this little-known trick called wall hacking. I'm cheating. See, I'm always 3 steps ahead. For the record, I am not actually wall hacking, just to prove. See, I'm bonking like the rest of you mortals. I am a fellow mortal as well. Now there was that thief that I just foolishly let live. Or apparently not. Come here, you. Yeah, but like genuinely they just messed up the collision on that particular wall. I guess they didn't assume anyone would actually go out of their way to glide to it. And yes, I did learn that from the Yeoman originally. Okay, apparently I got the frame 1 pause. Accidentally, that wasn't my intention originally. Hey man. High games, is that because of the consumption of cannabis adjacent products? Quite a funny remark. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button if you got that. Don't you do that to me, you heathen, you fiend, yada yada. Hey man. I'm not partaking in this foolishness with the likes of you. Now apparently you have abilities far beyond my comprehension. Cyrus.
Please do something about these green druids. They insist on moving everything in sight.
Yeah, I'm on it, but it's not like you can do anything about it now that you're free. The adult dragons can't fight nasty because if they try, they get turned back to the statue. Nope. Into the void with us. See, that's what I get for making fun of the Spyro lore enthusiast. Enthusiasts. It's actually a plural, a little known fact around these streets. Ow. My face is real itchy all around. That is a little known fact around these streets, funnily enough. Write that down, it's important trivia for later. Ow, my head. Ajax?
I hate those bugs. When I become big and strong, like you, I'll squash them all.
Until then, remember that supercharge makes you invincible.
I have no comments regarding that exchange. It was all around perfect. In every way, shape, and form. Whoop. Ow. I just hit my head at the wall at about 50 miles per hour and now it don't work right no more.
Try combining supercharge with jumping and gliding, and really explore the high caves.
Don't tell me what to do, you stupid man. Stupid old man. Cause we're young and it's spring fucking break, baby, yeah! Now, is there something? Are there shenanigans afoot in this particular location? I'm not gonna swallow that humiliation. stomach is the proper verb here. That has just some strange connotations to use that word. Now, am I actually intended to just let the fairies carry me all the way back to home? Okay, apparently I can do that. A fact which I'm not particularly complaining about. Ah, active stands aimlessly. Minding his business. It would be a shame if something horrific were to happen to him. Ah, you live and you learn. Okay, into the pit with us. What? Let me down, you! I got carried. Okay, apparently I'm incapable of hitting immobile targets. Okay, that was just fodder. I thought it was an enemy. And I saw red. Then it turned out to just be my reflection I saw. 2 thieves in 1 level. I haven't even been alive that long. Don't you na me, you scoundrel. My aggression can only go so far, so go far. Okay, humiliation it is. Really taking the longest possible route just to ensure that I'm really reminded of what I just did. Hey man. Okay, yeah, that is actually not the intended route. That's just something the speedrunners do. I am nowhere in the vicinity of being able to execute bike caves. Yeah, I didn't even want those crates anyway. Okay. Ow. That hurt. My soul. My soul is in pain now. Bonk, bonk. The battle it is. I warn you, I've never been bested. Hey man, long time no see. Hold on, before you sexually assault me in this manner, I just need to collect everything first. Let me 100% the area before you go and do things against my consent. Do I actually need another round of that power up? Or am I good? The kitchen. It very much so does not appear that there is another spider in this particular realm that which we reside in at the moment. So now we're just gonna do the walk of shame, looking for those 13 gems that alludes to an undiscovered area, because that's quite the huge number. You see, 13 is one of those huge numbers that you're like, it's way too big for the human brain to actually properly process. Like, it's something that's cool in concept, but you cannot actually like make sense of how unfathomably large that is. And this is gonna be a blue one. That is epic, and we are indeed victorious. Now we shall leave. It's gonna be Wizard Peak next. Cause that level is peak. A thumbs up if you got the joke. You wouldn't get it, you're not old enough. You're not cool like me. Those first notes sounded a little off-key to me. Screw your level. You tell me to go forward, I go left. Turns only just a massive wood chipper to the left, and I jump to my doom. Hey man. I think there was another ledge of that sort. But it is very highly possible that I am wrong about that factoid. Hold on, I will respond to your aggression in due time. It's just that monetary gain takes the priority in my life at the moment. Come you. Okay, that is very cool. Now let's go back to the side area, dairy area. Yeah, also known as the milk aisle. You wouldn't get that. You're not smart like me. Thumbs up if you got the joke. Oh, apparently 2 people have gotten the joke. According to my YouTube statistics. I knew my viewers were smart. 2 likes? I haven't even been alive that long. Okay, there was indeed a spot in which I was supposed to visit. And I did remember about the balcony collectly. I was collect about that. My correction grows larger by the minute. Okay, now I'll save you. Jarvis. That's not a real name.
Welcome to Wizard Peaks. This is my favorite supercharged
He
spot. Use
referred to it with a
bash
plural.
those wizards.
So, I suppose that was the intended original name of this level. Hey dude. I'm not risking it. Hey man. Long time no see. Okay, there actually weren't any individual pillars I had to visit. So, we're going here then. No, I'm not risking it. I'm not that foolhardy. That's actually the name of the boss of Magic Crafters. Oh, apparently I missed out on that. Ah, why would you do that to somebody you would consider a friend? Hey man. Okay, this is a full-blown assault at this point. And while I can appreciate the strategy, I do not like being on the receiving end of that. Okay, well I missed it. We're doing this one brain cell at a time. Oh, apparently there was one of these. That makes our advancement way easier. Except I hesitated instead of just going for the island directly. Rather foolish, if I do say so myself. Fortunately, I do not. Oh, I didn't make it! And I could have sworn that was mine. Ow. No, I am very much so of the belief that I already slaughtered each and every one of you. So is this like a competition on who can do this the most? And I'm winning by a long shot? Now I really went out of my way to hold down the X button as much as I humanly could. Are there gems behind this? And there are indeed. A little known fact around these streets. Thank you. It took about 2 to 4 business days, but we eventually got there. Not a wasted effort indeed. Hello, Hexus.
Thank you for releasing me.
That's actually how Jesus is pronounced in Spanish-speaking countries. Okay, apparently there's some infighting here that I'm not aware of. Should I come back at a later date when you have put your differences aside? Oh, hey man. Okay. Two egg thieves in one level? Actually just turned that. Okay, and the final dragon, Lucas.
Listen carefully, Spyro. There's a secret area in the artisan home.
That's
It is
actually
a-
what I say when I point out
Try
somebody's
jumping on the
posterior.
stones there.
Artisan home, waterfall. Sounds good.
Okay, I'll be sure to check it out. Oh my god, are we about to do Sunny again? I fucking love this level. This level's so tight. I fucking love Sunny Flight. That entire rant is such a magnificent brainworm. I'm not even mad about constantly thinking about it. I mean, I don't remember it word for word, but I just remember the gist of it. Cheese. Funny. 6 word. Did I miss anything? I cannot handle the heartbreak of doing the walk of shame back here. So I'm showing some vigilance, some semblance of vigilance anyway. Ow. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Okay, what is your agenda, Altair?
Thanks for releasing me, Spyro. You have no idea how long I've been trapped in crystal. And, neither do I. Who are you again?
I'm out of here.
Spyro isn't equipped to deal with dementia patients. He hasn't been given the training on that quite yet. On account of being juvenile. I honestly find it kinda interesting how often dementia is played up for jokes, like old person doesn't remember. But it's like, in reality, it's like a complete nightmare scenario, even just to imagine the idea that you're basically trapped in your own brain with no idea of who you even are. In the later stages, anyway. This Spyro stream was brought to you by the Alzheimer Foundation. Do I need to disclose that it's not an actual partnership, that I just joked? That I am actually in no way associated with them? Like, can I get sued for that? And just in case, I'm not actually sponsored by them. I really angered them when I called them poopy brains for not being able to remember. They were sure to correct me about that fact and said, we're not the ones with the Alzheimer's, we're just ones funding the research. I of course didn't understand a word. Okay, it's Tuko. Hop aboard for the Beastmaker's world if you are ready. Am I gonna do Beastmakers? 2 hours? I haven't even been alive that long. It's crazy how time flies. How the amount of time you have done something literally flies past the time you have been alive in this world. It's crazy how it works. It just works like that. Okay, I'll collect stuff until I find my first dragon. Then I'll contemplate my life choices. At least in the context of this video game. Hey man. Ow, I thought I could jump over that. That was like a 3 to 5 business day damage animation. Bruno.
Nasty Nork is turning our swamp into an electrified junk heap. And it used to be so beautiful.
I'm sure it was.
Is that the first instance of Spyro being genuine with one of the more sentimental dragons? Character growth! You're going through a character arc, that man. Oh, I love you. Okay, yeah, I think that's about enough Spyro to load onto my brain. My brain don't work no good anyway, I cannot handle this much parental confusion. If you liked it, punch that like button in the face like a mouse! None of my viewers will get that they weren't alive when Jacksepticeye was still with us. May he rest in peace, that man. Anyway, I'm gonna end this stream here.